Hi, what's up guys? Thank you so much for being part of this class up to this moment. I'm sure you guys must have had a wonderful time, and I know I've given you a bunch of notes and so many theoretical aspects to this concept that I'm trying to teach. And now we have gotten to the part that most of you have been waiting for, the practical aspects. So we are going to start from the top, starting from everything I've taught you from the concept to finish, and visually everything that I've taught you guys in this class. So we're going to be practicing it in this video. I'm going to design a very simple logo with two concepts. First will be the golden ratio, and second will be using a pen tool. So when I'm done with the both concepts, you can try and compare the one that you feel is better. So without wasting much time, let's get to it. Okay guys, so the first thing we need to do is check our Google Forms to see the response we got from the form we put out to our clients. So I already have my Google Forms open here. So we're looking for the second response. So this is the response. So I already gave you guys a link to the forms during the class. So you can just go through the forms and see how it works and know what your responses that your clients got. Then we'll be working with the response I got here. Just go through it. So we've got the business name and every other category, some personal information, and some says the fashion brand is into fashion and graphic design. So basically just go through the brief from the client, then it gives you a concept of what you want to do. Alright, so according to what my client gave me, it's a fashion brand, but it's also into graphic design. But I think that one is not really the main stuff. I think the basic thing he's into is the fashion. So I'm trying to create a logo that will represent his fashion brand and also the company name. So the company name is Kems Royal. So I think it would be better that we'll do a logo starting with the letter K. It will be more relatable and more simple as well right now. So we are going to be designing a logo with the letter K, and the first thing we need to do is to get inspirations from the websites I taught you about. So we'll be checking out Pinterest and Freepik and see some logos related to K that may inspire us to get a perfect logo for this guy. Okay, so let's get to that. So we are here at Pinterest.com. So just let that load up. Okay, I already typed this thing here. So we have K logo inspiration. So you can scroll down and see a bunch of logo designs designed by the letter K. So a bunch of logos. Yeah, I like this. So apart from Pinterest, if you keep going, you see a bunch of logos designed with letter K. But you can also check out Freepik. So Freepik has their own variety of logo designs as well. Alright, so guys, the purpose for going through these websites isn't to copy anyone, but it's for research purposes. For a logo that you intend to do, you need to research more on what has already been done so that you could get inspired to do yours. Alright, so let's continue. So the next thing that we need to do, which is basically the most technical part of this logo design process, is to sketch. So it's very important that you sketch. I basically like sketching, but I already told you guys that if you are doing a logo that doesn't necessarily need you to sketch, you could just start with your computer. But in this case, I think it would be okay that we sketch so that you see how the whole process works. So when we are done with the sketching, we will scan it. Even if you don't scan, you could just take a picture of it and put it to your system, import it to your illustrator, then finish up the logo. But the next step for us right now is to sketch. So let's go to the sketch. Okay guys, hello. This is the continuation of the class. Now we are going to sketch. So I already know how I want my sketch to be. I want it to be something like this. Let's just do a few. Let's do a quick thing.
I need to be something like this. Okay, this is really a very bad rough sketch. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, ignore this. Let's see if we can get it right this time. So it's a K, but just to have a good variation of the K. My sketching isn't really that smooth. I'm sure most of you can draw better than me, but anything, just know that you are having an idea up there and you're trying to bring the idea to life. So the best way to do that is to get it on paper first. Okay, I think it goes this way. I know you guys are not seeing a K yet, but I'm sure we'll see a K soon. Okay. Yeah, looks like it's I think I'm getting it. Thing really looked different in my head, but it's still okay. Yeah, what I imagined isn't really what I'm seeing on this paper right now, but well, okay, I think this is perfect. Okay, so basically this is what the logo will look like. So let's cover up. Let's clean this up so that we could have a good shape. Okay guys, so I think this is how the logo would look like, but it sure looks like K, but I feel like it won't be so easy for people to relate to it, so I think we should add something else to spice it up. What should we add? Add a link here. Okay. How about a circle? I think a circle would be cool. Oh, let me do this again. Okay, so now that we're done with the sketch, let's go back to the class.
Okay, so guys, we are done with the sketch. So the next thing is to import it into our illustrator and finish up the remaining logo design process. So let's continue. Okay, so we have to open our illustrator. I have my illustrator down here. Then create a new file. So I will use so let me use inches or pixels. Okay, let's just use pixels. So let's import our sketch. So I already have my sketch here. I did a few adjustments so that the areas will be out. So guys, for this first step, we are designing with golden ratio. So guys, this first procedure I'm going to use for this design is an aspect of golden ratio, but it's not golden ratio per se. So it's just going to involve the use of straight lines and circles. So the circles will serve as joining points for the areas of the shape that is curved, and the lines will serve for the areas of the shape that is straight. Let's just get into it. So to make it clearer, we're going to reduce the opacity of this. Let's reduce the opacity of this object. Okay, that's a bit too much, so let's make it 70. So the reason for this is for you to see how your shapes work perfectly. Then I'm going to lock this shape so that it won't come, it won't affect what we're doing. So take your pen tool and draw a straight line. Let's increase the stroke a bit so that it focus on it. So these lines are going to work for areas that have straight lines. So also notice that you're going to be making the sizes in between to balance while we are creating the lines as well. So let's do a small rectangle here to serve as our measuring tool. You know, this basically kind of space to keep in between the shapes or the lines instead. So I'm going to duplicate this and transform. Okay, now that we are done with the lines, yes, I think we are done with the straight lines. So it's time to bring in the curves. Are we done? Yes. Okay, yeah, we're done with the straight lines. So we're going to be using circles to serve as the curves. So we have to draw a straight circle. So the circles will go into areas of curves. Okay, so now we are done with laying out the shapes, the lines and the circles. So the next thing now is to make out the logo from these joints that we've created. So that's going to be the last part of the design. So let's make a few adjustments. Okay, so now that we are done with laying out the lines and the circles, we are going to make the shape. So we'll select everything that we've laid out and group it. Then select the shape builder tool, which is right here, or you can create it with, or you can use the shortcut Shift+N. Now the idea is to select areas of the logo that you want according to your sketch. So the sketch below will be guiding you. Okay, so we'll start from here. So now that you've joined the circles and the lines together, you see that your logo has been formed. So basically that is it. So when you're done joining the lines and the circles, you notice that the sketch in the background has actually been formed on top of the logo. So we now have to separate it. So I'll have to just draw a rectangle here to serve as a background for us. Okay, like this. I'm gonna make this white. I'll remove the outlines. So I'll be taking my shape here, duplicating them over here. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, we'll have our logo, but we'll have one more thing remaining than this circle area. So we'll just make a quick circle. You can duplicate this. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is to create a circle with a transparent, with the inside being transparent. So I have to use the pathfinder tool here to create the pathfinder. Okay, I'll take it here. Okay, so guys, that was the golden ratio aspect of the logo. Now the next part of the next pattern to design this kind of logo will be by using your pen tool. Just using the pen tool to draw the sketch you already make, just to draw it over again on the computer. So it may be a little bit tougher than the first one we did, but if you can't go with the first one, you can also go with the second one. So I'm going to do this second aspect with the pen tool. Maybe when I'm done, you can compare it and know the one that you prefer. Now we're done with the lines and circles, so we're going to do the next one using the pen tool. So I'll need to duplicate my sketch over here, so we can draw from here. Okay, let's put a layer for it. Yeah, we can take this back, send it back. Okay, no, it's not working. Yeah, so I have my sketch here again, so I'll just lock it up for it not to disturb us. So what we are going to work around is the pen tool. So just like the way you made your sketch on pen and paper, we are going to use a similar tool. It's a pen, and we are going to use the pen to draw on top, to draw our already sketched logo. Okay, so let's begin. So drawing with the pen tool is quite simple. You just click and go to the next point where you want to make go to the next part where you want to make a point, and click again, giving you a line. Now if you want to make a curve, sorry, I need to take this out. Now if you want to make a curve, you have to click on the point where you want the curve to stop, hold on to it and drag. So dragging it gives you a curve which you can see, and when you're satisfied about the curve, you can hold alternate and click on your last point to take it back to a straight line. So we'll go through this till you're done with the sketch. So when you join the last point of your pen tool to the first point where you started, it forms a shape that can be edited just like it forms a normal shape. So when you're done with the sketch, it forms a shape that you can as well edit. Okay, so let's continue with our sketch. So take your pen tool and go through the rest of the design. Also, don't forget to use your grid lines for proper alignment. So that's why I dragged a grid line down here. So for proper alignment, it's advisable to use your grid lines so that you will maintain straight lines. So here you notice that I will need to make another shape inside of this shape I already made. We'll get to that. We'll have to create this inside shape using a pathfinder tool, but let's finish up the remaining of this, then we can do that as well. So when you're making these drawings, feel free to do it any way you want. Just know that you're going to be able to make some adjustments by the time you're done. Okay. You can add this color here. Okay. So we already have our shape, but we need to create another shape inside here to complement this. So I think I will keep it transparent for now while I draw the inside shape. Also, with your pen tool, you can create the shape on the inside. So we can select the both of them. So they are both selected. Then with your pathfinder tool, you have to select this pathfinder, so you can select this so you can minus the area that is on top of the other. So when you click this, it gives you the cutout already. Then this is totally editable. You can make adjustments to the areas that you feel imbalanced when we are making your drawing. Make adjustments to the areas you feel imbalanced. I really find using the pen tool so hard, so hard. Using the grading ratio aspect is quite easier for me. Though I don't know the one that works perfectly for you, but I would love to hear responses from you guys. So to make this, you just have to use a circle. It will be easier than trying to draw around it. So just create a circle, duplicate the circle, and make this part smaller. Then you have to align it so it will be in the middle of the parent or the bigger circle. So when you're satisfied with the size, you call it out with the pathfinder again using the same pathfinder mode. Alright. So now we have it's all done. I can now hide this and so you can choose to compare. You can choose to compare the both of them and see the one that you feel looks more perfect, the one we did with the pencil or the one we did with the grading ratio. But either way, they both look good. So guys, that's it for the sketch, and the next thing we need to do is the coloring, choosing colors for the logo. So according to the form that you guys saw, my client wants a shiny gold color, so we are going to give him a shiny gold color on the black background, and then we can also explore some other color options which you might consider. So I'm going to color with Photoshop because I think it's easier for me to color my logos with Photoshop than doing it on Illustrator or corel. I mainly use those ones for sketches. So let's get to Photoshop and choose some nice colors. Okay, so guys, you have to open our Photoshop. Okay, so guys, we have our Photoshop open. So we'll just create a new document. Okay, so we'll have to simply drag our already designed logo. So let's just simply drag our already designed logo here. So we'll drag our logo straight to Photoshop. Okay, that is not working. Drag it straight to Photoshop. Make it come. Alright. So now I'm going to create two artboards. I'm going to create another advert. Now the reason for this is I want to make two color variations. So one will be gold and black, and the other will be probably purple because I like purple. Okay, so let's reduce the sizes of this so it will be easier for us to work with. So let's reduce the size and make adjustments. I will quickly change this background to black by hitting Ctrl backspace. Then select the logo, which is up here. Go to gradient overlay, and I have a couple of gradients that I've already created. Most of them are presets that come with Photoshop. So once you have a Photoshop installed, you can easily go through them. I think I'm going to use this one because it's a simple gold color. Let's revise this. So this gold color I'm using is actually a Photoshop preset. So once you have a Photoshop installed, Photoshop CC actually, you have this preset, this gradient preset. So I think that's it. I don't really need to do much on the covers. So keeping it simple like this is okay. We can choose to play around with some other good presets. So let's check out some. Maybe this or this. I think the first one we use is perfect. Let's not keep it too busy. Let's keep it simple and unique. Okay, so that's it for the first logo option. Then for the second, I want to make, let's say, the purple and the gold. Let's say purple and the gold. But I need to make some of the color shades to differ. But now we have the whole object together as one. The whole objects are together as one. So for us to create different color shades, we need to separate them so that we treat them as separate objects on different separate layers. So how do we do this? So I have to rasterize the layer first of all. So when we're done with that, we select using our lasso tool. This is the lasso tool. So what the lasso tool does is it makes selection according to anywhere we pass it through. So I'll make selections on the object. So when I'm done, I'll create a new layer via cut. So it's separated. You can look here, separated. It's already been named layer 1. Then we'll go back to the parent object and make more selections. Then new layer via cut. Go and see. This is the last one. So now that we're done with making different selections, we now have to apply colors to the selections. So we go back to the gradient. So I think let's use the purple. Let's use this purple shade. Okay, this is perfect. So let's not dwell so much on it. So we you hold alternate and drag the effect down to the rest of the object, the rest of the layers person. Okay. So make the selections. Then I think we should keep this circle. Let's keep it as gold and see what it looks like. Change this to gold. Yeah, perfect. So now we have our selections. So now that I've given different color variations to selections, so now we have two different color codes on the logo, and you can give me feedback on any one you think is best. Me personally, I like the purple because I like purple. That's it for the class. It's been amazing. It's been really awesome. So don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and like. Also drop comments and questions both on YouTube and on our WhatsApp group. Any question you need me to answer, anything you don't understand, just let me know. You can send me a DM if you don't want everybody to know about it. Send me a personal message and I'll reply you. Thank you so much. Stay tuned for the rest of our hotspot classes.